marriage as a metaphor for life, which is a good one, demands a certain degree of sanctity. A marriage without holiness is just a partnership. It's not a marriage. A marriage has to have a certain degree of holiness to it. And that's why marriage is a divine invention. God never said which business to go into, but he did say to get married. So marriage has to have a certain sanctity or holiness to it. And when I was talking to these high school kids, and they were saying, you can marry anybody you want, and you can... If you don't have a dimension, an ingredient of holiness to the marriage, then the marriage just becomes a source of friction. There's that famous expression, familiarity breeds contempt, which is a very frightening thought. I mean, who gets more familiar than a husband and wife? And if familiarity breeds contempt, this marriage idea is not a good idea. Somebody said that in a few years from now, people are going to get married online. Online. They're never going to meet each other. So they'll be perfectly happy. They will get married online, they'll have a ceremony online, there'll be a minister online, and it'll be a legal marriage, and they'll never have to see each other. That's the direction we're headed in. It'll be a virtual marriage. That's not a marriage. Marriage has to have an element of holiness or sanctity to it, which means God has to play some role in your marriage, or it's not a marriage, it's just a virtual partnership.
And tying it back to what we're talking about, you also feel that marriage is a sense of duty, it's a sense of giving, not getting?
For sure. For sure.
Why?
Two people get married and each of them is looking to get what they need. That's a disaster. Why share your life if your intention is to be selfish? It's a contradiction. It's a contradiction. Come into my life so that I'll get what I need. That doesn't work. Can't work. Let's put it very, very succinctly. You don't want love from your spouse. I mean, this has got to be shouted from the rooftops. You don't need love from your spouse. If you need love, go home to your mother. If you need love, you probably didn't get enough from your mother. So getting married doesn't mean I want to get love from my spouse. Marriage means I want my spouse's love. Huge difference. I don't need love from my wife. I need my wife's love. The same is true with children. You don't need love from your children. That's very unhealthy.
You need friendship.
Not much better. You don't need love from your children, you need your children's love. Which means love is not the objective, the children are the objective. In marriage, love is not the objective. The objective is to be married, to be a we, to be an us. In that relationship, you want your spouse's love and devotion and trust and time and money, if they have any. So the main thing is the connection, not to be me. So somebody says, how do I know I'm ready to get married? Well, look in the mirror in the morning. You get up in the morning and you look in the mirror and you are fascinated by what you see. Don't get married. You're having too much fun. But if you get up in the morning and you look in the mirror and you say, oh, not you again. I need a new face. It's time to get married. In other words, enough about me. Now you're ready to get married.